Hey guys, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. Now last time we've had the anticlimactically finished Claire Sanctuary in a way I wasn't intending to, because I lost all the progress. So, we are now going to move on to our next campaign, because this will not leave me alone. This is here every single time I boot up the game. I never had it for Claire Sanctuary. This is Return to Jurassic Park. Team up with Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm in this what-if scenario, tasking you to fix the mistakes of the past and salvage Jurassic Park. Which basically means that these two have been wiped from existence. Right, I definitely say this is my preferred DLC campaign. I actually really enjoy this one, and it's a lot easier to boot. And we get alternate skins and everything, it's really cool. I really like this one. Welcome to Jurassic Park. If anybody is wondering where all the audio currently is, even though I have licensed music turned off, it's still playing. So I can right now hear the audio. I'm going to have to disable that, but I love this. I really do.
This is so cool. It gets so much better, Mr. Cabot. Believe me.
I didn't believe you the first time, John.
This is the abuse I'm paying for.
We all have our doubts, John.
But we want to believe. We just need assurances.
What's it like, seeing a dinosaur for the first time?
Oh, it's like, it's like the early days of a new romance. It's fascinating and exhilarating, until the fangs and the claws come out.
It's definitely a profound moment. It made an impression on me. Let's put it that way.
This is why Jurassic Park must succeed, Dr. Grant. I want the world to have that same profound memory.
You know, I could do without some of the memories of this place.
That's precisely why I asked you all to take this journey again. Had you been part of the process earlier, perhaps our first time around would have been different. A mistake I'm correcting.
We're giving you a chance to prove it, John.
More importantly, we're giving these dinosaurs a chance to live in harmony with the modern world.
However tenuous and unwise that may be.
I'm going to prove it to you all. And Dr. Malcolm, I'm going to prove you wrong.
First time for everything, I suppose.
As you can imagine, everything is a wee bit of a muddle on Isla Nublar, so we'll have our work cut out for us.
Yes, a return to the scene of the crime, as it were.
What crime would that be?
Hubris, John. Something that'll hopefully be managed a little more thoroughly this time.
I admit that I may have been too enthusiastic, and that it may have led to blind spots. That's why I've brought young Cabot Finch along with us.
So, what kind of science are you studying, Cabot?
Business.
Business? Oh, great. The last thing we need more of.
After reviewing everything with Mr. Hammond, we'll need to start by placing an arrival point. Then, we can restore the core facilities and get a ranger outpost up and running.
We?
Well, you, actually, Dr. Grant, and Dr. Sattler, and Dr. Malcolm.
Much to do, but it sounds easy enough.
You really are new to this, aren't you, Finch?
Alright, welcome back. Welcome to Isla Nublar again, only this time it's 1993 and everything is pink. For some, when you're in Return to Jurassic Park, by default it has this very pink sort of hue around everything. I'm gonna keep that here for now, but I will get rid of that later on. Okay, so we've got a ranger outpost and we just need to build ourselves an entry point. Luckily it isn't actually that big. I will say though, that we're really gonna be cramming things into this little area. This place might seem pretty big. It's not. Thank you. I think finishing this will actually, will it gain us access to the upgraded helicopter and everything? Or do I need to complete the campaign first? I know I had to get a certain amount of progress on Sorna. Right, there are velociraptors running around. Because for some reason, even though this is supposed to take place after the film, for some reason it's raptors running around and the T-Rex is gone. I don't get how that works, but that's what it is.
You nervous to be back, Dr. Grant?
You know, last time I was here, I left in kind of a hurry. And I want to make absolutely sure what happened isn't repeated ever again, so I've returned. Reluctantly. On the positive side of the legend, it's a chance to work with living dinosaurs. Does that paint a clearer picture for you?
Completely, Dr. Grant. And Mr. Hammond seems pretty confident we can get everything working as designed and intended.
Confidence is not something John Hammond lacks. Competence, however,
Is something I pride myself in, Dr. Grant. We'll need to repair the geothermal power station to start.
okay, once that is done, we can focus on the visitor center. Repaired and powered, it should give us a solid base of operations.
Okay. So I need to press the buttons to toggle through my gun. I think I just got to actually put that down. Anyway, so sedated one of the raptors, I unnecessarily medicated another. Right, we'll worry about the Gallimimus later. Except for the one that's just been killed. Hey, come back. So yeah, I thought these guys were dead. But apparently not. The T-Rex, on the other hand, is completely missing. Where's that Gallimimus? I believe there's 3 raptors. And because the game automatically brings in guests when there's dinosaurs in the park, there are actually people running around. And they will run in fear of the raptors. The raptors will kill them. Okay, we're going to build this. Actually, we'll build that in a minute. There's something quite interesting about this building that we'll get to in a minute. It is otherwise a pretty nice recreation of the area around the visitor centre. Right, where's the other raptor? Oh, it's over there. They can sort of... oh. Task disabled. Why? I've got power. No, I don't. I have no substation. Now, can I leave them to go after the raptor? And that way I can deal with everything else. Hello? Oh. Why can't I just click it? Right, they can sedate the raptor and then we'll go around. I'm just going to build the fencing for a moment. It's a gate. Can I not just... It's been a while. Okay, yes. Why? I don't remember there being Gallimimus. This is like my 3rd time playing this. I do not remember there ever being Gallimimus in the pens. I don't think I've ever seen this. There's still one in here. And it's dead. What is with all the Gallimimus? Take the raptor already. Get rid of the dead stuff. Is there one over there? There it is. Where are my rangers? Okay, raptors are in. However, we're still not done. That's not going to get fixed until the raptor's gone. It still counts as the dinosaur being too close because the raptor's right there actually drowning. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, we've even got this thing, the raptor holding pen. It doesn't actually do anything and you can't use it outside of the campaign, but it's pretty cool to have it there anyway. Here you can use it to hold the raptors. Otherwise, it's just something you can use in sandbox mode, and it's only for decoration. I don't even think you can put raptors in it. Right, the raptors are fine. They're not going to do anything now. The arrival helicopter just keeps coming and going, even when it isn't actually bringing anybody here. I mean, your guests aren't really, since they don't really exist. The helicopter is just kind of there. There was definitely another bit of fence that needed repairing. Where is it? There it is. I've done it now. Can I not build fence there? Now you're gonna let me build the fence? No, you're not. Why can't I build the fence? Anyway, if we hover over here, you can faintly see if I zoom in as best as I can. The little information thing might get in the way. And you can just see there, the banner. The When Dinosaurs Roamed the Earth banner. I think that is really cool. I think it's something you can only see when the building is destroyed, because, well, it would be hanging up otherwise. Hey guys, I need you to come and fix this. Fix the visitor center. Let's get that raptor out of the way. So you don't have the ACU in the Jurassic Park mode. Your rangers do everything. What do you mean it's obstructed? I fixed it. It is perfectly fine. Oh, I guess I can't do it until the mission's done.
You know, I was reluctant to come back here for obvious reasons, but then I realized that I was even more reluctant to stay away because nature would take its course as it always does.
I felt the same. Still, there's no denying this is the single most important place on Earth right now. Perhaps ever.
Perhaps, but what of Dr. Grant?
He and I are a team. Through thick and thin, you know?
Yes. 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 Still, chaos, Dr. Sattler. Chaos has me contemplating whether we can actually make things better or just delay the inevitable.
It all comes down to responsibility. The last time we were here, we were Hammond's guests. This time, we're more like partners. Now we have the knowledge and the means to make a change.
Ambitious, Dr. Sattler. That's ambitious, but, you know, I do like the sentiment.
Good. I'll need a research module added to the visitor center. Then we can get a look at the different fencing available.
Let's add an emergency bunker to that list as well. I mean, you know, we've both experienced how effective fences have been in the past.
Don't worry, Ian, that's already there. And it's, again, designed to look like Jurassic Park. All these buildings do. They're wonderful recreations. They really are. Right. That should automatically fit.
Mr. Hammond is very concerned. We're getting reports of staff injuries.
Velociraptors. Okay, we have to get them enclosed in the raptor pen.
Aren't you an expert on raptors, Dr. Grant?
I think that it'd be fair to say that raptors and Dr. Grant have history.
Devoting your life to the study of an animal means accepting the harsh truth that it would try to kill you if you ever came face to face with it.
You did come face to face with it.
Which was impossible before Jurassic Park. So that had to count for something.
It did. It counted for a lot of sleepless nights.
So our goal now is get everything under control, right?
Control? No. No, Finch. The best you can hope for on Isla Nublar is managed chaos. Okay?
And that is why you are here, Dr. Malcolm.
So, not my sparkling personality then?
We just need Jurassic Park manageable, chaos and all. Then we can think about larger plans.
John, Alan and I still really aren't comfortable opening the park to tourists.
That is kind of an understatement.
I understand your sentiment and your concerns, but all in due course. And I do seem to remember seeing the public at your dig site in the Badlands. Charged them, didn't you?
Those donations help fund our research.
As did I.
For which we are grateful.
But it's really no different than what we are doing here at Jurassic Park, Dr. Sattler. Just on an, admittedly, much grander scale.
And with more theatrics.
But popcorn.
We all know your vision, John. The execution, it really needs work.
That is why you are all here. To make sure this dream, my dream, doesn't die.
And there is one other major difference between us, John. In Montana, Ellie and I were pulling dinosaur fossils out of the ground. And here, it's the dinosaurs that are trying to put us into the ground.
And isn't that exciting?
Finch, you really need to learn when to stop talking.
I really don't know how I feel about having like a young Finch here. It just seems unnecessary. I mean, I love Cabot Finch. I really want him to be in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Something makes me doubt he will be, but I really want him to be there. But it just seems so unnecessary here. You got the young, sexy-looking Cabot Finch sounding a little bit younger, which I guess is a nice attention to detail. It just, he didn't need to be here. He's just there because it's Jurassic World Evolution, so we need to have Cabot Finch. And my god, this dialogue goes on forever. Why is there only one helicopter? This will not happen later on. But for this one, there's only the one helicopter. Come on, get it in there. I really don't see what the struggle was in the film. If raptors are this easy to contain. Is that it? I believe that's all the fence is. Should be all the fences. Why is it not saying the objective is done? Oh! Because there's an obvious gap in the fence right here. Anything else? Construct fences to prevent dinosaurs from accessing the building. The fence is built. What are you struggling with now? Hello? Okay. There's the time limit. I mean, nobody's going to want to break out. We're fine. Nothing's going to happen. As with Sanctuary, I don't think you're programmed to get any storms until you get to a later part of the mission of the campaign. There are two campaigns. This is Island Nublar 1993. It's the biggest map in the game, I believe. At least it's the biggest one where it's just one area. It's not like Sorna and Nublar North where it's split into 3 areas. It's just one nice big open space. Great to build a big park on. This is the place you go to for sandbox mode. Yeah, unless you want to maybe have used Penna's limited size for a challenge. You've got some unique, some of the dinosaurs are different. Gallimimus and Dilophosaurus are the same, but the raptors, the Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, Parasaurolophus all look different. You look so much better, my lovely.
Still gonna take a while to properly organize and restore the scientific data. Dr. Wu left behind a ton of material.
After Nedry's sabotage, it's a miracle we have anything to work with.
True. But between the storm, the dinosaurs, and whatever Nedry did to the computers, the records and documentation are a mess.
But you think it can be done?
If we can make dinosaurs, then we should be able to sort paperwork and organize computer files.
Can we make dinosaurs? Or are these just impressive replicas?
Oh, they're alive, Alan. And I want them to be as scientifically accurate as possible. Hammond scientists made their mistake by substituting amphibian DNA.
And hiring wrong people.
But now Hammond has the right ones. Us.
I don't know what he sees in that Cabot kid.
People say that to me about you.
Oh, do they? People. People like Dr. Rockstar.
I could use pictures of the dinosaurs. I'll get together a list of specific photos that I need.
Never thought I'd be able to take photos of dinosaurs before. That's a first.
And Alan, the lens cap, I want actual images.
I'll remember. This time.
Okay, this can either be done really quickly or take forever. I'll be some of the Gallimimus are all gathering. No, they're all gathering for a drink, aren't they? Right, I have got to be careful. The Triceratops will attack. Right, galleys, parasaurs. Any of you guys want to do anything? I can't see. I can't see. I'm on a slope. I don't want to be on a slope. Right, this part can potentially take a while. I don't think any of them are actually socializing at the moment. Looks awesome though. Doesn't it look great? I kind of wish the Gallimimus got a recolor. They were a lot more like red in Jurassic Park. The Parasaurolophus, I'd say they received the smallest change. The model is different, but in the most minute way. No, I couldn't tell the difference just by looking at them. Right, we could be waiting a while here. I may have to cut. Because who knows how long this is going to take. Is that Triceratops coming from me? Let's go to the water. I'm not doing anything. Sleeping was easy. Socializing, well, that's up to them. I think I just missed out on the Brachiosaurus doing it. Parasaurs, Gallimimus, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, any of you? Talk to each other. It does this look like they're walking past a dead Parasaurolophus. Anybody? It looks like he's trying. But the game doesn't want it to. We do have some of their alternate skins as well. So these are the... I mean, the 1997 Parasaurolophus doesn't really look much different from the Jurassic World one anyway. It's just missing the white stripe. Otherwise, there isn't really any difference. Oh, I think they're lining up. There we go. Very nice.
Mr. Hammond is gonna love this shot.
I'm in no doubt.
All life has two instinctual impulses that no amount of tinkering or engineering, biological or otherwise, can ever hope to overcome. One, survival. Two, reproduction. With man, you can add a third, domination.
Man? Oh boy. Alright, anyway, you're not wrong, which is even more reason we'll need to research a drug to act as a countermeasure to the dinosaurs' breeding.
Well, they've had a free run of the island for a while, so we've got to assume that they've been mating. It would be a recurrence plot.
Which is what, exactly?
Although the world is in a constant state of chaos, certain events can be predicted because they happen repeatedly, regardless of the initial conditions. And an organism trying to perpetuate its DNA would be one of those. Or maybe it's the tropical island paradise setting. You know, works for newlyweds.
You know, it could also be the food.
Yeah, perhaps, but considering what some of the dinosaurs have consumed, let's hope not.
Oh, we can get a storm. I did not know that.
I think we've developed a drug that should inhibit breeding. Dr. Wlecome, can you get a team together to administer it?
Well, a ranger team can shoot them with darts, while I watch safely and securely from a distance.
Do these ranger teams ever do ride-alongs?
You know, for you, Finch, I believe they'd make an exception.
There we go. Unfortunately, it's raining, but there's not much I can do about that. The frills kind of just pop up and down. There isn't really any opening and closing animations when they're communicating. When they're hunting or fighting, or like come out of the hatchery, they come out properly, but they don't do that when they're socializing. Come on, buddy. I wish I got you with your mouth open, but this is the closest I'm going to get. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I don't think you're going to let me, are you? Do I want that, or do I want that at a slightly different angle that's now going to complicate things, isn't it? No, we'll go with that. Very nice. Yeah, like that. It just goes in and out, in and out. Okay, we need to get a shot. Thankfully, this time we don't need to dart every single dinosaur. I am, however, going to keep doing this. Saves me time later on. Where is the vehicle anyway? Oh, it's actually already over there. Structure damage. Oh no, not the one we want to be down. Okay, so we need to get one of every dinosaur. The Dilophosaurus are actually the annoying one. Because they're in a very forest covered area. I mean, so is their pen in the film, but that's what makes it annoying, because you can't go into the trees. Oh, like that. I can't go into the trees. Oh, still not used to this. The Brachiosaurus is looking great as well. I kind of feel it looks a little bit out of place. Like, it doesn't look realistic enough this time. It's kind of got like a 1993 sort of appearance. Like, it doesn't look detailed enough. So it sort of clashes with the game, with everything else. It's the Brachiosaurus and the Stegosaurus suffers from this as well. There is a Jurassic Park 3 Brachiosaurus, but we're not going to be seeing that here. I tranquilized the Brachiosaurus instead of stacing it. Whoops. Don't worry, buddy, I'll help you up. While your leg clips through you. I'm so sorry, Brachiosaurus. That was an honest to God mistake. Also, Ellie, why are you bringing sexism into that previous conversation when you really had no reason to? That whole John Hammond being sexist thing bothers me because it comes out of nowhere already, when there was nothing to indicate anything prior. But that really did come out of nowhere. Besides, as we know, God creates dinosaurs, God destroys dinosaurs, God creates man, man destroys God, man creates dinosaurs. Then dinosaurs eat man, woman inherits the earth. Get the Gallimimus from here. Ah, so close. Triceratops. I like dinosaur is not diseased. I think I got something else. I'm impressed I got anything. I thought I got it on the nose horn. Come back here. Luckily we don't need to do this with the Velociraptors. Triceratops looks so much better. It really does. It's such a massive improvement. Shoot that. My only issue with the Gallimimus really is they look a bit anorexic. Like, they look like they need to eat something. I get that they're supposed to be like super fast moving animals, but they're a bit too skinny. Like, you can see the rib cage and everything. Which again is the result of it looking like Jurassic World. And I don't know why they didn't give it a Jurassic Park appearance. And for some reason there's no Parasaurolophus for 1993. So in the original Jurassic Park, the Parasaurolophus is blue. But you don't get anything like that here. You get a 1993 Skinner mod, 1997 Skinner model, and then you get a 2001 skin for Jurassic Park 3. But you never get the blue Parasaurolophus. You do have a Rainforest Parasaurolophus in the main game, which is kind of similar, but it's not quite there, and it is a slightly different model. Right, I think this is Dilophosaurus. There should be a sign somewhere. If you look to your right, you will see a herd of the first dinosaur on our tour, called Dilophosaurus. Now, where are they? Oh, there's one. Get it while it's drinking. Again, no changes to their appearance this time. But in fairness, you didn't really need it for this one because...
It's happening again, Hammond.
No, I won't allow it.
You may not have that choice, John.
Finch, I need to know. Do you have a report?
Looks like the computer systems are under attack. John, we're being hacked.
Dr. Wlecome is correct. The corrupted code has also affected the power grid.
Oh, no.
Don't say the gates are open.
I won't, but they are.
Protection needs to be our top priority. For the dinosaurs and the staff.
I'm staff, right?
Let's get the power grid back. That should help with staff safety.
And I am staff, obviously.
I've got programmers hardening the code as we speak.
Finch, you'll help us get the personnel secured.
Yes, the personnel, the staff, of which I am unquestionably one.
Okay, but even though I've restored power to the power station, I've still got to go around and do everything else. How do people play a game with a keyboard that's hurting my hand? And my arm is resting on the chair. I'm literally pressing like 4 keys. How do people do this? Hey, I'm gonna take a rest. You finish the rest of it. There's that one. Where's the next one? I have in the past had the Dilophosaurus break out. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's that one here. This one here. It's gonna have to wait. Meanwhile, let's keep researching diseases. Is this way I have some available to me? Did they get it? Okay, yeah, they did. And repeat skates. There's still one missing. There it is.
Setting additional task.
So we definitely want this fence sorted out. Why can't I drive like that? I have genuinely seen these guys jump over a hill and go over the fences. It was amazing.
Sabotage resolved.
We've identified some residual flaws in the park operations software. I wonder how they got missed the first time around.
You've plugged the holes though, right?
There's some new counter-espionage software that just needs final testing.
Keep people out of our business. Mr. Hammond would also like to make sure the dinosaurs are secure and comfortable. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Right. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's the most common and least true words spoken at Jurassic Park.
Well, how hard can that be? Yeah, wish you used this before. Counter-espionage upgrade. There we go. Disease. It might just send me straight off to the sauna, I'm not sure. See which happens first. And see what happens afterwards. Nine. 8. I wish that the dinosaurs were breeding though, and they're not going to breed in 2 either, which is a real shame.
I'm satisfied with the latest reports on park security. Now we can move on to the next great challenge, the dinosaurs. For that, we'll have to journey to the companion island, Isla Sorna.
Thank God for Site B, which completely goes against the whole dinosaur hatching out of the egg in the lab thing that we saw in the first film.
We call it Site B. Originally a massive holding pen and secondary research facility for our dinosaurs. Spared no expense.
Didn't want to keep all your eggs in one incubator, huh, John?
Aye, that is certainly one way to look at it.
And another way, John?
It's also about the diversity of the environment.
In other words, you weren't sure they'd survive on Isla Nublar.
Darwin's most famous works were centered on species he studied on the Galapagos Islands. Isolated.
It also has the benefit of keeping our work away from prying eyes.
Yeah, and making potential rescue like thousands of miles away.
Always the negative with you, Dr. Malcolm.
I really do like that they brought in the old voice cast for this. It is Laura Dern, it is Sam Neill, it's always been Jeff Goldblum in this game. Obviously it's not Richard Attenborough. Really, I would have thought I would have had to complete the campaign in order to unlock that, but whatever.
For now, we focus on the job at hand. Cabot.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hammond. So I think we'll need a new base of operations. Ranger outpost and visitor center, maybe? Would make a good headquarters.
This island is ridiculous in its shape. We've got a lot of dinosaurs again. Stegosaurus, Gallimimus, Parasaurolophus are still all here. Brachiocephalosaurus, Corythosaurus, Mamenchisaurus. There's a lot of dinosaurs.
Did you two know about this island?
Of course not. We're in the dark as much as you are, Dr. Malcolm.
Who knows? Maybe it's just our inferior brains that can't cope with chaos.
Well, uncertainty, you know, can be a guiding light. Chaos is about the unexpected, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, I'm here because of the dinosaurs.
And because of the lovely Dr. Sattler, if I'm not mistaken.
That's really not any business of yours.
Yes. Then they broke up for no explained reason. Look at that neck. You are ridiculous. You also don't really look like the one from The Lost World. Anyway, we're on Isla Sorna now. We're going to end things off here. So next time we will be, well, we're going to be doing everything that we got to do here on Isla Sorna. So I will see you guys